What's up, guys? Welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, the original print-on-demand niches show. It's episode 262, and I've got 5 print-on-demand niches for you to target to increase your sales in the coming weeks. Let's get right into it. So to start, let's get an Amazon merch sales update. In the last 7 days, I made 268 sales, bringing in $746 of royalties on the US market and another, 70 sales or something like that, 80 sales on international markets, bringing in another few $100s. If you want to follow me on Instagram, linked below, you can keep up to date with my daily sales for motivation. All right, here are the current top 10 bestsellers. All I did was filter out the protected brands. So you can see here, we've got a pretty nice selection of evergreens, I would say, for the most part. The first one is a black cat eating ramen. The next one is a duck with sunglasses. It says, whatever life throws at you, duck and let it hit someone else. The next one just says, you are enough, and it looks like it's in the Pride Month niche. Next one says, Jesus saves. Next one, official dad tax food inspection service. Next one, awesome like my daughters. By the way, did you notice the BSRs? Look how low the BSRs are. It's really looking like Amazon may have done something to like recategorize these shirts. If you ask me, we usually don't see, double-digit BSRs, and I'm wondering if all the merch products got like somehow recategorized to be, or maybe it's like a error in Merch Dominator's database. I'm not 100% sure. When I was prepping the video, I honestly saw a shirt with a single-digit BSR, and I was going to highlight that, but now I'm seeing the rest of these shirts with double-digit BSRs, and that would imply that something changed either in Merch Dominator's database or in how Amazon is categorizing these products. Because remember, BSR is a relative data point. So if they change the category of these products and remove non-Amazon merch products, well, essentially that BSR gets less competitive in a way because you're competing with literally less products. So it would be less significant to have a lower BSR, but it's still awesome to have a low BSR. That is the goal. All right, moving on. Let's go to niche number 1, and you'll see what I was talking about here. Niche number 1, how about awesome like my daughter? Now, this may seem like, Ryan, why are we here? This is an obvious niche. This is not why I tune in. Hear me out. You know how they recently did tear downs in Amazon merch? And if you saw my video where I talked about the tear downs, which if you missed it, I'll put it in the YouTube cards right here. When you remove the ability to upload more designs, what you get is you create an incentive for sellers to be in the top opportunity. Now, I don't know if you saw that first shirt right there, awesome like my daughter, but it has a BSR of 2. Yes, you heard that correctly, of 2. As in the number 2 bestseller, as in there's only one shirt selling better than it, which is making me wonder again, like I need to double check after I record this video and see if this is just like a bug. I'm going to try to double confirm it on Amazon. By the way, if you don't see the BSR on Amazon, you have to go incognito, go into an incognito window in your browser, and then you should be able to see it under the product details. So I'm going to be doing that after I record this video. But when I see that BSR 2, I'm like, yes, this is where we need to be selling, okay? Very clearly, if you ask me, where we need to be selling, because that would indicate that there's only one better opportunity, literally across the board. Whatever the BSR of 1 product shirt is, it would be the only better opportunity. And when you remove people's ability to upload designs, you're going to get more and more overlap in these best opportunities, right? In the example I used in my video, I said, hey, it could be awesome like my daughter is the bestseller, but what about awesome like my son, or awesome like my, grandpa or something? You know what I mean? Like awesome like my grandpa could work for Father's Day, but people are less likely to upload shirts like that because they don't have the upload slots. So they're all going to chase the best opportunity, which again is not like my opinion. It's right here in the BSRs, Anyways, I just wanted to share that. Like, I think this is a great opportunity regardless of what your tier is. If you got tiered down, if you're selling through Seller Central, or you're just selling on Etsy and you're not even on Amazon merch, this is a great opportunity for the coming weeks. And if you're on Amazon merch, you could literally upload this today and get a sale same day if you are familiar with how the Amazon algorithm works. And you've got at least probably 10 days of runway before Father's Day, which is on June 15th, okay? So moving on to niche number 2. Niche number 2, Let's Go Taco, TACO. I had to Google this one, and I was able to figure out that it is from Reddit. I guess it's like a anti-Trump slogan now. And did I forget what it was? TACO. It was Trump always chickens out, I think is what it's supposed to stand for. And it is all over the Merch Dominator newest section. When you filter by newest products, it looks at products that are newly submitted to Amazon that have a BSR, which is a great equation for trying to find emerging trends. You don't know for sure that it's going to be a trend or that it's going to last for a long time, but this one certainly is. It is all over the newest section. So people who jumped on this early are making a killing. And I even wanted to screenshot actually on the next page right here that I think somebody just screenshotted this picture from Reddit and then just like copy pasted it super lazy onto a t-shirt. And you could tell it's lazy because they kept the blue background on. So it's just a blue background on a black shirt, I guess. And it doesn't matter. It still has a BSR of 45,000. And that was posted just days ago on May 29th. So let's go taco. I mean, why not? You know, I was like, oh, tacos are trending. Nice. Maybe I'll get them for dinner. Nope. It's a Trump thing, of course. All right, moving on. Niche number 3. Speaking of Trump things, we have July 4th. It's going to be here before you know it. So make sure you get your plans ready. You know, we're still trying to iron out our plans, but it sounds like we're going to have a good time on July 4th. I hope you guys do too. Hey, July 4th is a massive calendar niche, especially when we're kind of starved for big opportunities in the summer. You know, June, July are not necessarily known for having the most opportunities for print on demand in terms of calendar niches. Now, last year we were blessed with it being an election year. There were so many political niche new trends emerging. It seemed like almost every day for a while, you know, and it's not going to be like that probably this year because it is not an election year. So we can still go back to the well. It seems like we've been doing this for 10 years because I think we have been doing it for 10 years, selling where we cross niche Trump with something else. I mean, even when Biden was in office, the Trump stuff didn't go away. It was still selling, you know what I mean? So now that Trump's in office, you know what I mean? It's only going to get better if you're selling and cross niching Trump with July 4th or Trump with tacos. I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Give the people what they want. Look at the BSRs. Don't guess. You know what I mean? Now, these BSRs are not amazing right now on July 4th. Like the bestseller in Merch Dominator's database has a 200,000 BSR, but they're only going to increase in demand as we get closer, especially after Father's Day, you know? All right, moving on. Niche number 4. Before we get to niche number 4, quick reminder. I have a free mini course, and it's called a mini course, but it's literally 20 lessons in 20 days to help you get your e-commerce business started with a focus on print on demand. From me, who's been doing it for over 8 years, multi-million-dollar sales. Just give me your email address. I'll send you 1 lesson a day for 3 weeks. That's linked in the description. And I have a print on demand Facebook group linked below as well. If you want to join completely free, come network with other POD sellers. Niche number 4, Christmas in July. If it wasn't for print on demand, I would have no clue that this was a thing. I'm not going to lie. We don't celebrate Christmas in July. We almost did inadvertently this year because we bought Christmas trees for they were you know what, I'll just go ahead and say it. Marielle, not me, bought pink Christmas trees and put them outside of our front door, and then we kind of just forgot that they were there and got used to them being there, and they were there probably through like March or even April. So we almost inadvertently celebrated Christmas in July, but I probably put them away, so I don't think they're there anymore. But Christmas in July, if that's your thing, the t-shirts, like I said, we're starved for niches in July and in June too, pretty much. So especially July, I would say. Christmas in July is just one of those things. And in the past, I was like, man, how am I going to sell in Christmas in July? Because the big, bold designs of like Santa Claus on vacation, you know, with his Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned, they do really well in Christmas in July. But I have no clue how people would design those. And I would be like, damn, like I know this niche exists, but I cannot make designs good enough to justify purchasing my shirt versus, you know, Juna from Detour Shirts' shirt, who's a professional graphic designer, right? But now with the advent of AI, you could literally pop into Ideogram and tell it what to make, and it'll do it in seconds, right? So there's no excuses. Christmas in July. This is a big one every year. The BSRs are already doing pretty well. There's a 200,000 BSR Santa riding his pink flamingo float right there and the sunglasses on in his swim trunks. Like it's June 1st and it's already selling well, you know, and that shirt was only uploaded a year ago. So just showing you. And then this one right here also uploaded a year ago. Okay, the number 1 and number 2 bestsellers in Merch Dominator's database are 11 months old. Just showing you guys that, hey, if you're thinking, oh, how could I compete? I'm the new uploader. All these are, you know, old incumbent shirts. Well, Amazon is showing you right here. They do like to give new submissions a chance. And one of the benefits of using Merch Dominator, you can see in that bottom row when these products are uploaded. So let's look at the top 5. July 2024, July 2024, May 2024, June 2022. So that's the oldest shirt right there in the number 4 spot. And then the number 5 spot with the watermelon Christmas tree, that was uploaded in May 2025. So all these are about 4 of the top 5 are about a year old. So you can definitely do it. When we're looking back on this, or you know what I mean, we'll be studying the shirts that are uploaded this year, next year when we talk about Christmas in July. There's going to be a bunch of bestsellers a year from now that haven't even been designed and uploaded yet. And that could be yours if you go after this niche. The proof is right in front of you, by the way. It's not just me saying this, right? I always say, don't trust me, just look. We have data. All right, moving on. Niche number 5. July 1st is Canada Day. All right, July is not the easiest month for calendar niches. I think I said it 5 times so far in this episode. So if it's Canada Day on July 1st, sell to the Canadians or the anybody who wants to celebrate, right? Sell them some Canadian themed shirts. Sell them some black shirts with the red leaf on it. Sell them some red shirts with the white leaf on it. Sell them some gray shirts there with the white leaf on it. Isn't there like a Canadian beer called like Molson Canadian? Isn't that what it's called? Let me see. I want to see a picture of the Molson Canadian. Doesn't it have a leaf on it too? Yes, it does. So that's one way to celebrate July 1st as well. With some Molson Canadian, if that's your thing. So they have the red leaf, the white background, and then the blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. I would not commit trademark infringement, obviously, right? But like if they're used to seeing on their Molson Canadian beers a red leaf on a white background with, red and blue letters, you could use that as inspiration for laying out your completely unique design that's optimized for a white shirt where the leaf you put on just so happens to be red. And if you should so choose, you could alternate blue and red text, right? I'm just saying. Like you can tap into almost like the subconscious of people. They're like, why do I like this design so much? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Oh yeah, that's the Molson Canadian color scheme or something like that. You know what I mean? Just because there was a company that used red, white, and blue in their logo does not mean that no one can ever use red, white, and blue in their logo ever again, right? Anyways, Canada Day, July 1st. Oh, that's kind of a funny one. You see this one right here? USA, USEH. I love that. Actually, these designs are pretty cool. LOVE, but the O is not a O. It's a maple leaf, and it's distressed. Bring your A game with EH. Some of these designs are simple. They just have the leaf. This one, Canada, established 1867. Dear Canada, we hate him too. You always got to tie Trump in. You do. Why not, right? Give people what they want. And then the first one there just says Canada. Lots of distressed designs, by the way. That's been a favorite way of designing since day one for me, really since my first year. So I love when you distress designs. Maybe I could do a little tutorial on that coming up because I do have an app that is my favorite way of doing it in seconds. Okay, if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. You literally can just take a finished design, pop it in, a couple seconds later, you've distressed the entire design, export, upload, done. All right, moving on, emerging trends. So these are all outperforming their 30-day or 3-month, I always say 30-day, 3 months, so 90-day average BSR, okay? We got a lot of the Let's Go Taco shirts. We've got some Pride shirts. We've got somebody snuck in an Oklahoma City Thunder shirt. Don't do that. Obviously, it's related to the NBA. Some Juneteenth stuff and some Father's Day stuff. Basically what you would expect. Looking ahead, these are hand-selected smaller niches that I put together. July 1st, as we just talked about, is Canada Day. Shout out to the Canadians. July 2nd, World UFO Day. July 3rd, Eat Beans Day. July 4th, Independence Day. And July 5th, Workaholics Day. All right, the archive. These are all shirts that were selling well 11 months ago. And what do you know? Like I said, we were blessed last year with the election and many, just every other day, a new trend. You know what I mean? And if you jumped on those trends like I did, you made hopefully quite a bit of sales and quite a bit of money. You know what I mean? And when we look back in time at the archive feature in Merch Dominator, well, this is what you see that was trending 11 months ago. Is it relevant to today? Not nearly as much, right? You can see the BSRs were absolutely killing it last year. By the way, I didn't even upload anything political to Amazon merch last year because I had a tier 200,000 account. I didn't think it was worth the risk. And I still made $235,000 profit last year from print on demand. Just saying. If I uploaded to merch, probably would have been north of like 250, well, easily north of 250, probably like closing in on like 300K. Look at the BSRs, 755, 2,800, 2,900, absolutely insane. At those BSRs, they were probably doing like 20 to 50 sales a day, and if you're under 1,000, you're probably doing like 50 to 100 sales a day. Just insane. Don't sleep on the reach of Amazon, guys. It is unreal. All right, removed designs. These are all removed in the last 24 hours. Could be by the uploader, could be by Amazon. So do with that what you will. I can guess that people who uploaded Golf of America, though, were probably removed by Amazon and probably, honestly, had their accounts closed. Because we already knew Golf of America was trademarked, and I can already see like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them were removed, and potentially this 5th one could count as well, even though it says Gulf of USA. Oh, there's another one up there too. Yeah. So Amazon might have just like went hard on the Gulf of America trademark infringement, and those are the types of things, guys, that can get your account closed. So do not knowingly commit trademark infringement, for real. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. By the way, I do have a full print-on-demand course that walks through how I've made 6-figure profits from print-on-demand every year since 2019. That is linked below. It covers research, design, automation, how to thrive on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Walmart, and Redbubble. So 5 platforms. Nobody else has a course that covers that much. That is linked below. If you have any questions, you can email me or drop me a comment. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon with a new video.